I had no clue how to do it. One day in late August of 2019, I got introduced to a mindset teacher, and his name was Bob Proctor from the movie The Secret. Meeting that man and being introduced to his light and his information changed my entire world. I built a successful 7-figure business in just 7 months. I created a persona, a version of myself who was a millionaire. And I believed wholeheartedly after a few months of self-concept and identity work that I could become the millionaire version of myself. I did $18 million in revenue in under 2 years. Has this last 5 years been all rainbows and sunshine? No, it has not. 2022 was the hardest year of my life since being in this work. I experienced a separation of my marriage, a deterioration of my team, and an emergency lung surgery from all the repressed grief that I didn't allow myself to feel in those moments. But what I can tell you about this contrast, about that year in my life, is that it has prepared me for the woman that is sitting here in front of you today. I've received multiple awards and accolades and trips and accomplishments, but these are not the things that make me so fulfilled. These are not the things that make me so happy. Those things that actually bring me true peace, true love, true joy into my life are the connections that I have with myself and with others, my ability to serve people through this work, and to step into the real version of me that lies within. We have people who have made millions and millions of dollars. We have people who have quantum leaped their life, who have manifested awards and accolades and #1 best-selling books. We have people that are making a significant difference in this world because they're choosing to become an elevated version of them. The biggest thing that I can tell you right now, and the biggest learning from this journey, is please do not underestimate yourself. Please dream bigger and choose grander. And I want to say thank you for joining me, for choosing you, and for allowing me to be the vessel that guides you towards the light that you are being drawn to in this moment. Only love and gratitude, Kathleen. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and happy Valentine's Day. I don't know the origination of Valentine's Day, but for me, it's all about love. That's it. It is a day of love. It is a love day. And so today, I hope each and every one of you allow love to just swallow you up whole. And that feeling of love actually just comes from within you anyways. It doesn't come from outside of you. So that's a really, really important distinction. So if you are seeking the confirmation of love outside of yourself, I would just have you turn that right around and put that right back onto yourself, because the love is always within you and it's always available. I have this newfound belief in love, and I'm going to read something to you today that I think is really powerful. But my opinion about love is that love is a feeling that I hold within myself. It is not something that I get from outside of myself. So when I say to someone that I love you, what I'm actually saying is, when I am with you, when I think about you, when I talk about you, I feel the feeling of love inside of me. So you bring out the love that's already within me. You make it feel brighter. You make it more powerful, things like that. So when we're saying I love you, we're actually not giving anything away. What we're saying is you make me feel love, which is really, really beautiful. So many of you today will be expressing your love to people. And I want you to do it wholly and fully and just unapologetically, and do it from a place of absolute love within yourself. So for me, for a long time, many of you would tell me, I love you, Kathleen. And I would be like, oh, thanks. Now you tell me, and I'm like, I love you too. Like, yes. Because the love is a feeling that's within me. And so when you're expressing to me how you feel, and you're saying it to me, you're telling me how you feel inside you. You're simply telling me that I get to be a beautiful catalyst to make that loving feeling within you stronger. And so I'm going to say that right back, because you doing that does that for me. It allows me to feel that loving feeling within myself more. So I am not afraid to say I love you. I'm not afraid to express it. And I say, I am love. It is truly what I am. So the more I can be in the loving perspective, the more I move with love, the more I am connected to spirit, to source, to the creator of all. And that is the truth and the real version of who I am. So no more suppression, only expression, and only love. What a beautiful day for this. So today is day 2 of Money, Money, Money on Valentine's Day, which is so lovely. So I'm going to talk about the connection between love and money. I'm going to talk about frequency versus vibration when it comes to money, and how to draw more in to you in that way. I have a whole list of things I'd like to talk about today, so I'm trying to get it in. I'm also going to talk about the feeling of having money, and I'm going to talk about detachment and the art of allowing yourself to have the desire for more money in your life, but not to be attached to the need for it. So we'll talk about that again today. Anybody that purchased VIP for the workbook and the guided visualization, for some reason your emails are just getting lost in la la land. I have no idea. A lot of people, it's not in their junk, it's not in their main inbox, but it shows on our end that it was sent to you. So if that's you and it didn't come, just don't worry about it. Be patient. Send us an email. Reach out to your manifestation mentor. We will get the workbook to you. It's 27 pages. It's 7 embodiment exercises, basically money activities to help shift your thinking and your focus. So it's a beautiful, beautiful workbook and email. But if you didn't get it, just email us. We will sort you out. Don't worry about it. This sort of thing happens all the time. So just be patient with us, please. One of the members of the team said, hey, people aren't getting this email, but you know what? It's getting me in some conversations with some incredible souls. I am meeting so many beautiful people because they're not getting their emails. And I thought, well, isn't that wonderful? Isn't that beautiful that it's actually creating connection? So thank you, God, for not sending the emails so that these beautiful souls can connect to my team. Isn't that wonderful? Last thing I will say too, the VIP is only $27, Isabel. Nothing, 27 bucks. I think it should be worth, it is worth way more than that, but 27 bucks is all that it is. You also get a guided visualization too, so don't forget about that. Also, the other thing that I will say too is if you have any questions, if you are someone that is sitting here and you are like, I'm in, I don't know what I'm in for, but I am in for it. Just talk to our team and get yourself signed up, enrolled in a course or a program, get in a House of Manifestation, Millionaire, whatever it is. Don't delay, just make the decision and talk to the team. I'm going to talk about all of the ways you can see us and meet us and all of that coming up. We have a lot, so stay tuned. So I'll talk about that near the end. But if you're already somebody who knows, just don't delay. That's actually coming from a loving perspective. And I'll share that a little bit for you. I submitted one. Okay, Miranda, you should get it soon then. And then last thing that I will say too is that today I'm going to have a special bonus for people that decide they want to continue with us today only. And it's the best bonus that I have ever done in the history of Diamond Academy. And it might include something to do with meeting me. Maybe. I don't know. It could, but it couldn't, but maybe it will. But anyways, I'll tell you about it later today. Okay, I want to start the day off with love. Okay, so I want to start the day off with this love conversation. It is one of the most powerful ways in which I have moved my energy in order to call in more into my life, more of everything. So this training is about money, yes, but there is a whole lot more outside of money that, trust me, you want to. So I have called in the most beautiful, loving relationships and friendships and team members. We talked before this call about how every single member of my team is special. Every single member of my team is important. Every single member of my team has had that internal stirring that helps other people to then have an internal stirring, which then invokes other people to have it. So my team is a beautiful example of what a loving perspective has brought into my life. Opportunities, experiences, travel, abundance, prosperity, speaking, awards, best-selling books, a lot of money coming through my business, a lot. A lot of beautiful podcasts that I've been on, stages that I've had the opportunity to speak on. All of that has come through me connecting to love, all of it. And the love that I connect to is the love that is within me and for me. So one of my favorite books is Return to Love by Marianne Williamson. It is actually a summary of A Course in Miracles. So you could go straight to A Course in Miracles if you want. You can read Marianne Williamson and Return to Love, whatever you would like. But I want to share with you chapter 2, the chapter on God, Source, Creator, Infinite Intelligence, the all of everything, is the most powerful chapter in a book I've ever read. And the first time I sat and read it, I actually had tears streaming down my face. So what that means to me is that truth is operating in me. So when truth is operating in me, it feels like love, it feels like peace, it feels like joy. So if you're ever reading something and your insides are on fire and your soul is screaming at you and you want to cry, that's truth. What that means is that you know that the words that you are reading are true for you, are true for you. Think about other things that you read where you're like, I don't really know, maybe not, that feels hard, I don't like it. There's this other book that I read that I don't recommend to anybody because when I read it, I am like, no, this does not feel like truth operating in me. This feels hard, this feels stressful, this feels masculine and mechanical, and I cannot do it. So I just put it aside and I'm like, nope, truth is not operating in me. Such a Leo vibe. I am a Leo, you know, girl. I am a Leo. So you're right on with that, whoever said that. Anyways, so I want to read this one section. I know you're all going to ask me. It's page 22, chapter 2, number 3. Only love is real. Only love is real. Okay? God is not the author of fear. You are. Huh. What does that mean? It's all in your head. It's all the ego. It's all the personal mind. It is not true and it is not real. Okay? So the problem with the world is that we have strayed from God, or we have wandered away from love. So love is God. God is love. Right? So that's when I said, like, being in your love energy, moving only with love, being in a loving perspective, that is the God within. That is spirit within. That is the source within. When you do all things with love, you are doing things with God. You're not alone when you're in the loving perspective. When you are in your ego, when you are not having a productive use of the ego, so when you are in fear, when you are in worry, when you are in doubt, when you are negatively speaking to yourself, when you are convincing yourself you can't do it and you're not good enough, you've moved out of the loving experience, the loving perspective, and now you've now said, sorry, God, I don't need you. I got this over here. Me and fear, we got this. And what does that do for you? It makes your human experience harder, more challenging, more difficult. The human predicament is to be in a state of suffering. And that state of suffering actually comes from within your mind. And so the key to getting you out of the prison of your own mind and to escape the human predicament is to move into love. You don't have to fight. Fighting doesn't even have to be real. But the ego, our pride says, well, we should fight about this. But the best thing that I've ever done for myself is to stop fighting. There is no fight if I'm not going to fight with you. There's only love. There's only love. So, according to A Course in Miracles, the separation from God first happened millions of years ago. But the important revelation, the crux of the Course, is that in reality, it never happened at all. So, the Course can be summed up very simply. Nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. And herein lies the peace of God. So there's three statements I want us to make sure that we really understand here. This is very important. Love is real. It's an internal creation and no one can destroy it. So you are love. That is your true nature. That is the essence of who you are. I am love. It's an internal feeling, an internal creation, and it cannot ever be destroyed. So if you believe this to be true, how freeing is that? So no matter what anybody does, no matter what anybody says, no matter how they behave, you can't be shaken. So then the second thing, anything that isn't love, it's an illusion. It's an illusion. So the moment that you can look at something and you can go, wow, that's not real. So let's look at money. All the fears that we have about money, that we're not going to have enough, that it's never there, that we're going to run out of it, that we're going to be in debt, that our credit score, who came up with that? Is that even real? Credit score? Come on, guys. It's not real, right? So all of those fears and worries, all the fighting, all of the things related to money, they're not true, but you've bought into them. So then they become real for you. They become your reality. You make it real by believing in it. So we're like, no, I don't even know what that is. That's not real. I can't believe the credit score exists. I don't even know what it is. If you ask me my credit score, I'd have no idea. Probably fantastic, but who knows? And then the third one, remember these two things and you will be at peace. So what are the two things? That love is an internal creation, it can never be destroyed, and that anything that is not love is not real. So the solution to all of your problems is to move into a state of love. What would love do? What would love do? If you loved yourself, if you loved your life, if you loved the world, if you loved every single other person all around us, if you loved your business, what would you do? To move in a state of love means to nurture something, to allow it to grow, to allow it to thrive, to value it, to make decisions from the love of it and not the fear of it, right? The opposite of love is fear, but what is all-encompassing can have no opposite. When we think with love, we are literally co-creating with God. And we're not thinking with love, since only love is real, then we're actually not thinking at all. We're hallucinating. So how many times have we had a story in our mind about something, and that story has become so real for us that we then perpetuate the story, and then years later we find out that that was never what happened. That was never true. We just believed it so wholeheartedly that we made it real for ourselves. That we made it real for ourselves. So we are not going to do that anymore. So it seems that we are in a mass hallucination where fear seems more real than love. Fear is an illusion. Our craziness, our paranoia, our anxiety, and our trauma are all literally imagined. Yes, our trauma, literally imagined. That is not to say they don't exist for us as human beings, they do. But our fear is not our ultimate reality, and it does not replace the truth of who we are, which is love. Our love, which is our real self, doesn't die, but we merely let it go underground. So what do I mean when I say that traumas aren't real? That they're an illusion. Okay, so I just taught this in Millionaire the last 2 weeks. We talked about the mechanics of the mind. We talked about how the mind works. We talked about how the events of our lives do not determine the experience of our lives. Because if the events of our lives determined the experience, then everyone experiencing every single event would have the exact same experience. But this is not true, is it? There's people that can experience something and not be fazed by it at all. And there's other people that experience it and they are like devastated. There are people that fly in airplanes that are afraid of it, and there are people that fly in airplanes that just sit there sipping on their wine, not afraid of nothing. COVID, we had many different experiences with COVID. So it isn't our events of our lives that determine our experience of our lives. It's the story that we tell about the events of our lives, which is determined by the beliefs that you hold in your mind. So if you are someone that is operating from a state of fear, how are you going to experience life? It's not going to be good. It's going to be a very bumpy ride. It's going to be turbulence. You are going to constantly be in this fear state, in fight or flight, your nervous system constantly activated. You're going to be afraid to do everything and anything. You're going to think things through 1,000 times. You're going to be in the intellectual mind. Should I, shouldn't I? I don't know. You're not going to be able to make decisions. You're going to lack confidence. You are going to be disempowered and not empowered. And you're likely not going to experience a lot of the beauty that life has to hold because you are in a fear that you'll never experience the beauty or you'll lose the beauty. And so you never allow yourself to experience. So when you're in a state of fear, you are in a illusion. And the solution is to move into love. Move into the loving perspective. So money and love are on similar frequencies of vibration. How? How is that possible? So remember I said yesterday that money is a spiritual idea. It was created by God. And so if we understand that love is the frequency, love is the God energy, that's the power, that's your connection to. And God also created money. So God has then said, love and money coincide with one another, but it is not a causal relationship. So just because you are in love with yourself doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be abundant and wealthy. If that was the case, then we would see every single person that experienced self-love be rich in all areas of their life. All areas of their life, not just financially, but all areas. So what's the difference then? How do we reconcile this then? Happiness doesn't create money in your life. We know that being a happy person doesn't necessarily make you wealthy. Being positive doesn't necessarily make you wealthy. Being in love doesn't always necessarily make you wealthy. What's the difference? And that's what I want to talk about in terms of your identity and your self-concept and the vibration with which we attract to us from. There's a nuance there that I've never seen anybody teach like this before, but this is just my understanding. I've never read this in a book. I have never learned this from anyone else. This is just my interpretation of how I see this difference. And I'm telling you this from a place of experience. I don't teach from concept, I teach from experience. So I'm teaching you this from the true experience of how did I allow myself to call in $700,000 in one day, $12 million in 1 year, $1 million in a week. How did I do that? And I'm going to explain it to you. And I'm going to draw, and my whiteboard is going to work so well. It's going to be the easiest whiteboard, and I hope my team has it set to the classic whiteboard. I didn't even tell them I was going to use it today. Oh wait, all whiteboards, new whiteboard. Oh, we're going to go with it. Uh-oh. No, team, I want a classic whiteboard. I don't want this one. Because this one people can do things too. I don't like it. We fixed it, but I didn't tell you I was going to do it, so you probably didn't fix it today. Casey, can we try to fix that? Or am I screwed? Text me. I'm not on my phone, guys. I'm talking to the team. One time I had somebody get so mad at me because I looked at my phone during a live event and they were like, you were checking your text messages. And I said, I was checking with the team to see if our interviewee was ready to go. But you know what I said to that person? I'm here if you need me. I can help you. I can help you. And it's a free live call. We're not going to go judge the judger. That's lowering yourself to the frequency of the thing that's judging. No way. We send them love. We send them love. But that's why I said that, because I just wanted you to know. Okay, Casey's working on it. While she's working on this, I want to talk to you about frequencies of vibration and vibration and frequency of vibration. For me, I've had to isolate them into two different things in my head because it's different. So let's talk about mood first and vibration related to mood. I'm going to be super, super basic and generic here so that we can totally see what I'm talking about. So we are emotional beings. And when I say that, and when we use the word emotion, we are using that language to describe the vibration that we are in. Okay. So we are energy, and we are energy that is always oscillating. It's always moving like this. We are made up of atoms, and they're always oscillating. So when you are in a certain mood and you're feeling a certain way, your vibration will match that mood. So when you're sad, right? So when you're experiencing sadness, you might say, you know what, I feel really sad right now. Your vibration is going to be oscillating low and slow, right? So you'll feel more tired. You might want to, watch Netflix. You might, you don't really feel very energetic. You might feel more tired, things like that. So your vibration is lower, your mood. When you're happy and you're excited and you're lit up, like when you get off our live events, right? So you get off one of my live events and your soul is on fire and you're lit up and you're feeling inspired in spirit. Your vibration is going to be oscillating faster and higher, right? So faster and higher. So basically you can see the difference. And I would draw these out, but she's texting me right now to tell me how the whiteboard's going. Okay, she changed the settings. Let's try it now. Okay, let's try here. All whiteboards. I don't know, Casey. Oh, this might work. Oh no, nope. Here we are. Okay, I'm gonna give it a go anyways. Don't write on the board, guys. Keep the board clean, okay? We should tell Zoom we don't like their new whiteboard. Okay, nobody's writing on here right now, so we are so good. This is working out perfectly for us. I'm so excited. Okay, so here's the difference between mood attracting and frequency of vibration attracting, okay? So let's say down here at the bottom, can everybody see this okay? Tootie, I'm looking at you. Okay, thank you. So if I go down here, so let's say I'm making $5,000 a month every single month, okay? So this down here, right here is the 5K a month vibration, okay? Oopsies, I don't know what you did. Anyway, you get it. So if I'm down here and I'm making $5,000 a month, and I decide that I'm gonna take this mindset training. I'm gonna come on this live event with Kathleen Cameron, and I'm gonna learn how to be more positive. I'm gonna learn how to be happier. I'm gonna learn how to love myself more, be non-reactive in life, et cetera, et cetera. So I start doing that. But when I first, before I started to do that, I was kind of sad. I wasn't the happiest person, so my vibration was like this. And so then we attract based on that. So I'm going to attract things that match that vibration, low and slow. So I'm going to attract other people into my life that likely are tend to be predisposed to sadness, right? So I'm going to attract opportunities that maybe aren't that exciting, aren't that bold, aren't that big of a deal. I'm probably going to notice and observe negativity in my life and then manifest more of that negativity. But then I come on to Kathleen Cameron's training, and then I get really excited and I start to change and I start to love myself, and I get really, really excited and I get really, really inspired. And then my vibration is like this, faster and higher. So my Tourdian field starts to go out. I no longer have this energy that's low and slow and close to me. I have this energy that goes out further. I'm happier. I tend to meet happier people. I'm starting to attract some opportunities into my life. Okay, that's amazing. But then what happens is nothing changes, and I'm still just making $5,000 a month every single month. Okay? This is something that I see all the time. This is where we're talking about our mood and our every single day, regular, dominant feeling that we are in. But I don't want you guys to just change your vibration and change some of your experience. I want you to change your entire experience. I want you to live a whole new lifestyle, a whole new experience in life, and I want you to make $100,000 a month. So let's go up here then to a different frequency. So we're no longer on the same radio station. Okay, guys, like down here at 5K, we're on the same radio station. We're just happier on it. Our mood is better. Our experience gets a little better in life. Yes. I want to take you up to now the 100K frequency of vibration. We're going to tune in to the 100K radio station now. So we're actually going to hop up from being down here, and we are going to go up to here and then to here, and then we're going to end up here, right? So how do we do that? How do we skip the frequencies? How do we jump up in the frequencies? By changing your identity and self-concept, okay? So it's not just being happier. It's not just moving with love. It's actually becoming the version of yourself that makes $100,000 a month income. It's actually changing the way in which you feel about yourself, the way you see yourself, et cetera, et cetera. Can't we just quantum leap straight to 300K? Absolutely. It's all in your ability to believe it. It's all about belief systems. So what's going on down here in the 100K is that you have an idea, in the 5K, you have an idea in your mind of who you are that's generated 5K. So you believe that you're moderately successful. You believe that you're worth exchanging time for money. You think that people like you, but that you're really not that special, et cetera, et cetera. But 100K idea, okay, the idea of you making $100,000 a month income, that's a millionaire. 83,333 a month is a millionaire. So at 100,000 a month income, you're making over $1 million. You're making 1.2 million in a year. So up at this identity, what do you believe about yourself? What did I say about the law of compensation yesterday? That what you do is the most important work in the entire world. Nobody else can do it like you. You cannot be replaced. You're providing service and value. You're changing the world. So you're empowered, you're disciplined, you're committed. See how we're no longer just talking about happiness here. We're no longer just talking about mood. We are now talking about you being your grandest version of the greatest vision of you that ever existed. And that exists up here. And that idea creates the life that you live. The visual, observed world comes from the idea in the mind. So this idea down here that you've been operating on, $5,000 a month, it created your life today. So this new idea up here is going to create your new life, the new vision for what you want. And this is exactly what I did. So I went from 5,000 a month. I made 3,500. I went very, very quickly up to 20K here. Then I went up to 50K, and then I went up to 100K. And I did this in 4 months. So yes, Julia, you can do it as fast as you want. And now I'm up here at, what's my goal right now? 5 mil a month. So for me now, I'm working on the frequency of vibration. I'm tuning into the radio station of 5 million a month. And I know my artistry is just fantastic, you guys. Just fantastic. Does that make sense to see it like this, to see the visual of it? Yeah. So you can see then that mood doesn't manifest, identity manifests, and it's a frequency of vibration that you are tuning into. And based on the frequency that you tune into, you are attracting things into your life based on that. So if you are tuning into a lower frequency of vibration that is rooted in fear, worry, doubt, panic, past traumas affecting you, what are you going to call in? If the law of attraction says, the law of vibration is the primary law, the law of attraction is the secondary law. So law of vibration says vibration, it draws to you. Exactly. Like attracts like. So if you are down there being worried and stressed and overwhelmed and fearful and doubting yourself every single day, what are you calling into your life? Other people that are that way, opportunities that aren't really going to work out that much. If you're an investor or a real estate agent, you're going to find that probably a lot of your deals are not going to go through like you want them to, or they're not going to pan out the way that you want them to. You're going to find that some of the things that you invest in aren't going to be the best investments because you're operating in fear. So when you're operating in fear, you're literally creating from the illusion. You're not creating from love. So what would love do? 100K frequency of vibration a month, like you are so in love with yourself that you act on yourself. You are like, no, I got this. We heard that from Mary yesterday. Mary loves herself so much now that she literally went out to friends and family and said, you can bet on me. Because she's willing to bet on her. Right? That is a different frequency. So I have had people that have come to me and they've said, oh, Kathleen, like I really want to sign up for your millionaire program. I know that it's the solution for me. I know that it's exactly what I want to do. And I'm like, okay, let's do it. Hold on, I'm going to draw this out for you actually. So you can see documents, whiteboard. Is it going to keep the old one? Or is it going to be new? Let's see. Okay, it's new. That's good. I like it. Okay. So I had someone, this was such a beautiful conversation. I think somebody else on my team was talking to them, but I gave them this perspective. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay. So let's go back to 5K. So you're down here at 5K and you've made the decision that you want to be a millionaire, which is up here at 100K. So you're up here at 100K. You're operating down here at the bottom and you're going, okay, from here, from this frequency of vibration, I would like to go up here. I'm making the decision that I want to go up to here. Okay. So you're now starting to move yourself up. You're starting to go up the frequencies by considering it, by thinking about it, by making the decision that you want to do it. You're telling the universe, here I am, I'm traveling up, I'm going up, here I am, here I am. And then you're about to make the decision. And then this level down here says, stay here, stay with us. We don't like it up there. It's comfortable down here. It's safe down here. We know what we're going to do down here. We know that we're going to be okay. We know that everything's going to stay the same. And where we don't want to stay the same, we're even more afraid of change. So stay here. Don't do that. So then you go, oh, but you know what? I'm afraid that I'm not going to make my money back. I'm afraid that it's not going to work out. You know, I don't think that I have time. I don't have the money. I don't want to go into debt. Oh, my spouse, you know, my husband doesn't agree. He doesn't think I should do it, et cetera, et cetera. You've just brought yourself back down to here by making a decision from the old version of you. So when you make a decision to become a millionaire and sign up for the millionaire program, and this is why I named it millionaire, you are going up here and you're solidifying the decision of being up here. And that is why I created this program and why I call it millionaire, because you are literally accepting an identity of someone that makes $100,000 a month income. And you sign up for the millionaire program and you get started and you get working and you keep yourself up here on this frequency. There's times where you're going to face things. Something might happen in your life and you might get sick and you're like, oh God, I'm going to stop coming on the calls. But then we help you get yourself back up. Constant reminder to stay back up here. So the decisions that you make from a frequency of vibration literally change the way you operate. So when you make a decision from here and you stay up here, you start calling in all the opportunities, all of the people, all of the experiences to come from here. None of you would be on this training learning about this from me if I was down here at 5K. You wouldn't be here. None of you. I would not have attracted you and you would not have attracted me. The reason why you're on this training at all is because you're considering going up here and you're on your way up. And that's where I came in to serve you, to help you. Right? Emmy, how can I go up to the higher frequency? I'm since October. Hold on. Emmy, why don't I teach this actually this week in Millionaire? I'll go even more in depth about how to get onto the frequency and how to stay on the frequency. I'll do that on Millionaire on Wednesday. Okay, Emmy? I don't have the time to do it now, but we'll do like the full hour lesson on it. So see what I mean by the decisions that you make. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a certain course or a program. It could be an investment. It could be starting a business. It could be a relationship. Like in love for Valentine's Day, like if you keep choosing somebody that treats you like crap, and you keep saying yes to it, and you keep bringing people into your life that treat you bad, you're keeping yourself on a lower frequency of vibration. But when you go into self-love and you decide, no, I am worth more, and you say no to being treated poorly, and you let that person go, you've jumped a frequency. You've jumped a timeline because you made a new decision. Last year, I let somebody out of my life in April. It was one of the most challenging things. It might have been March. It was one of the most challenging things, but I knew that this person was no longer in alignment. I let them out of my life and my YouTube channel went viral. No coincidences, because that vibration was keeping me lower. And so when I let it go, I popped up. So remember, heaviness, resistance, fear, worry, doubt, they all keep you low. They all keep you low. So we want to jump up. We want to go up, right? Oh, everybody who's in Millionaire is like, ooh, I can't wait for that lesson. Yeah. So this is the difference between being happier and not making any more money, and actually being happier and making more money. It is a frequency of vibration. So another visual that I just want to give you too, so that we can understand this concept a little bit more. This isn't about calling in one lump sum $10,000 check. That's not what this is about. There's a lot of money courses out there that will teach you how to do that. Let's manifest an additional $1,000 today. Let's manifest a $10,000 lump sum. I don't want to do that. I actually want to teach you guys how to be a vibrational match to more money in your life over your entire lifetime. And then it's something that you can teach your kids and you can teach your friends and you can help everybody around you become elevated to become a version of you that brings in more money into your life. So I want to help you grow your businesses. I want to help you increase your profit margins. I want to help your investments grow. I've been using my mind to have some of my investments grow. And one of my investments grew like, I don't even know the percentage. It's madness what happened in 4 months. In the venture capital world, they call it a unicorn because it's happened so fast. I'm like, well, of course, because I believe that in my mind. And I've even manifested my taxes, the income taxes that I have to pay being reduced by $400,000 in my mind. Like, it's very, very powerful, but you have to tap into your personal power within. So let's look at a different lifestyle then. So every single one of you right now is living a certain life and you're living a certain lifestyle. Okay. So you have a certain type of house, you have a certain type of car, you spend a certain amount of money on things. It's a lifestyle. So when we create vision boards, what are we doing? We're creating a new lifestyle. We're creating a new version of our lives. Everything, not just one thing. We're not just manifesting a new car. We're manifesting a new car and a new house and more travel and a bigger, more burgeoning business. And we're manifesting maybe being able to open up our own charities or make some charitable donations we've never been able to do before. Maybe it's a huge impact on the world. It's better health, physical fitness later on in life. Like whatever that is, it all goes on the vision board. And then everybody sits there and they look up at the vision board and they just continue to operate on the same frequency of vibration and be the same version of them, thinking the same thoughts and thinking, okay, if I stare at it long enough and dream about it long enough, then it'll come into my physical reality. Okay, no, because you're being the same person and you're operating on the same frequency of vibration. Nothing has changed. So Kathleen Cameron, that lived in a 3-bedroom house in Guelph, Ontario, neighbors completely next door, 2,000 square foot home. My office was a dining room. That woman created that life. And the house that I'm in now, we're out on a 3-acre lot, stunning. This is a multi-million-dollar house. I don't even know square footage, maybe 7,000. My entire office is glass. This thing is the most stunning thing. I'll post a picture on my stories today so you guys can see. But this version of me who lives in this house now, she is different. She's not the same. She's not thinking the same. She's not feeling the same every day. She's not showing up in the same way. She's not having the same thoughts. She is thinking completely different. And that's why I'm now experiencing my outside world looking different. So the vision boards that I've created are now my life. They're my reality. And you will be different. You cannot be the same because the same creates the same life. So when you visualize that life on the vision board, I want you to really, really understand that you're allowing yourself to tap into through the visualization what it feels like to be you then. But the version of me that got me to $100,000 a year, she had to elevate to the version of me that makes multi-millions in a year. And it's a different version of me. I'm the same woman, okay, with the same heart. And it's the same soul coursing through this body. But what I did is I changed the patterning and the programming in my mind to empower me. So if we could go in and just like, if we were all like robots and we could just go in and like reprogram, you know what? I'm going to make my robot super empowered today. I'm going to have her love herself. I'm going to have her take bold, daring risks. I'm going to make her believe that she can change the world. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to make her believe that she can do anything, that she can accomplish anything, and show it that. That's what we're doing here. We're understanding that you are changing the patterning, the programming, and the software that is in your mind, so that you show up as a different version of you. So you do things completely different. And it's not about working hard. I don't work harder now. There's people out there that are making $20 an hour that are working a lot harder than I do. Physical work, working 40 hours a week, 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week. It's not about how much time you spend or how hard you work. That is the old model. That's the old masculine. Take massive action. No. We're not doing that here. We're going to take inspired action. We're going to take aligned action from a new frequency of vibration. We're going to move from love with everything that we do. We're going to be so lit up and so inspired that we're going to want to move differently. Absolutely. It does mean you're going to need to be more disciplined and more committed. So if you're somebody that isn't persistent, you start something and then you move on and you start something else and you move on and you start something else and you move on and you start something else, stop that right now. That comes from fear. Decide what makes your soul be on fire and stay the course. This is my reason for being, my raison d'être. This is it right here. This work. And I have lots of other things going on, but keep the main thing, and thrive in it. Thrive in it, right? I am disciplined, yes. And I'm getting my subconscious mind to meet up with me. You are your subconscious mind. You are it. So I want you guys to really take ownership too of everything that's going on within yourself. Take ownership of all your thoughts, all your feelings, all of your actions right now today. So instead of saying, I'm trying to do XYZ, I want you to say, I keep choosing to do XYZ. I want to make more money, but I keep choosing not to. Take ownership. You're unconsciously committed to making less money. And so when you take ownership of that and move out of that, that's where everything changes. What if you have kids and you live paycheck to paycheck and it's hard not to think about them without taking out money to invest where we have exactly just to pay the bills? I have kids and I have lived paycheck to paycheck. So it's the story that you're telling about the situation, right? So you can say that you live paycheck to paycheck, or you can say that you're always provided for. Everything that you need, you always get. That's what paycheck to paycheck means. It means you have learned how to manifest the exact amount of money that you need to pay your bills every month, paycheck to paycheck. So I want to get you to think outside of that box and to manifest overflow every single month. And let me tell you, you can make $100,000 a month and still live paycheck to paycheck. Because when you start making more money, you start spending more money. That's how it works. You circulate. So this belief that you're going to have millions of dollars sitting in a bank account, that money has no value. You want to move it. You want to circulate it. You want to grow it. And so you have to start thinking differently. You have to start thinking differently. There's different ways to do it, but we can't be worried about debt. We can't be worried about our credit scores. We can't be worried about saving for retirement. We have to start thinking from abundance and prosperity. We have to start thinking from a version of us that is circulating money and knowing that money always comes to us. We always have what we need, et cetera, right? So I just ignore the 40K student loan? Yes! Absolutely. I know, people are gonna be like, what, Kathleen? This is crazy. I was $50,000 in debt when I started this business. Okay, I spent $10,000 on a personal growth and development program. And then I invested $42,000 in my coaching business. So it was about $50,000 before I launched my coaching business in January of 2020. Here's the difference though. I did not launch my business in the energy of, ooh, I'm $50,000 in debt, so I really need to make this money back and pay it back. Like, ooh, I need to be successful this month. Ooh, I need this to work. Oh, what if I don't pay it back? Oh, I'm in trouble. No way. I was like, thank you so much, someone else, for giving me your money, because that's what debt is. It's still abundance and prosperity. It's still money. It's still circulation. It's just someone else's. Guys, like, let's drop that. We don't own money. Money is a moving energy. So when you think it's somebody else's money versus blah, 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 you're all in the delusion again. So the money isn't actually real. It's just an idea. So the idea is then, I just said, well, somebody else gave me their money for a time that I can use. So thank you very much for the 50,000 abundance. And I'm just going to recirculate that abundance back out for the courses and for my business. Amazing. Beautiful circulation. So I said, thank you. I was in gratitude and I moved forward in the energy of, I'm about to be very successful. I'm about to make $100,000 in a month. Wow, I'm going to be able to pay that back so fast. This is going to be great. This is a good time. Feel the detachment, feel the energy. I'm in joyful expectation. I'm not in fear and worry. When you're in fear and worry, you're out of the love state. You're no longer in the creative energy. You're no longer in the God energy. You've moved out of it now. Now you're in fear, right? And so what are we actually afraid of? Not paying our loans back? Then what? You don't pay your loan back. Worst case scenario. They start calling you a lot. And then you got to pay some interest. They garnish your wages. Yeah, like it's not that bad. And I'm taking you to the it's not so bad because you really have nothing to lose. You can have, Diane says, lose my home. Well, there's people with a heck of a lot of money in California that all just lost their homes. A lot. So you can lose your home from having a lot. You can lose your home at any moment. So truly it's about what belief do you want to hold that allows you to move differently, which allows you to create the outcome you want instead of the outcome you don't want. So if you are in fear that you're not going to pay your debt back, that you're going to lose your house, that you're not going to have enough money, you are creating that through the fear. You're keeping that reality alive. Whereas if you think from abundance and prosperity and you think from success, you're creating that reality. Trust me. I've done this over and over and over and over and over again. When I think scarcity, scarcity shows up in my life. When I think abundance, abundance shows up in my life. Right? This has been my greatest learning and most beautiful feeling that has risen within me. I feel free. Yeah. Because debt is not a real and true thing unless you believe it is. And somebody asked me, do you not save for retirement? No, I do not. I'm not saving for retirement because the energy of saving for retirement is I'm not going to have any money, so I better save now for the day I don't have any. No, I'm creating a life where money is going to forever come to me, even past when I'm gone. I'm building a legacy. I'm building an empire. I am not thinking from saving for retirement. I'm out of that box. It is not part of my life anymore. I'm thinking from abundance. I'm thinking from more. I'm thinking from growth. I'm not thinking from I better budget and hopefully make $10,000 a year in interest, right? I'm not sure why someone's asking me about my medical assurance policy. I don't know. Anyways, I have lots of like insurance and all that kind of stuff. Trust me, we have a lot of things going on. We have a lot. Okay, but from that awareness, then the vision board idea, the new lifestyle, you have to act from the version of you that lives that life, not the one that doesn't. There's a difference between thinking of the end and thinking from the end, right? So the end, the place where you'd like to go, the wish fulfilled, the vision on your vision board, right? That end result, that life that you desire. You think from it, you create it. You literally bring it in. You vibrationally match it. But if you think from today, you're keeping yourself in today. So you're either thinking from one or the other. So to say, oh, I would love to one day have money, but I don't know how, you're thinking from today. Thinking from money says, oh man, I am so excited about the money that's showing up to me right now. I love all the money that's in my bank account. I'm living in overflow. This is amazing. All that kind of stuff. Where your focus goes, your garden grows. Okay, if you think about it this way too, Judy, which is so beautiful, is that we have this power within us, the God essence within, and we direct where that God essence goes. So for me, I know that I guide and direct source energy through my thoughts, through my feelings, and through my actions. And so when I make a decision out of fear, when I make a decision through limitation, when I make a decision from lack of self-love, I'm guiding and directing source energy and saying, come use your special skills and abilities to create, and let's use it over here. Let's use it for fear. Let's use it for worry. Let's use it for doubt, which is a power that I'm directing towards that idea. No way. So now what do? I create an idea in the mind and I say, we're going over here today. Come with me here, source energy. We are now thinking from limitless potential. We are now thinking from empowerment. We are now thinking from limitlessness. We are now thinking from love. We are now thinking from absolute knowing and certainty that everything we want is on our way to us. And that creates it. That creates it. The number one reason why most people will not make a decision to invest in themselves is what? Why wouldn't you invest in yourself? Fear of what? Fear of what? Fear of failure, okay? Yeah. So, if you are afraid that you're going to fail, what is the feeling that you're in? Failure. And so when you decide not to invest in yourself from a fear of failure, what are you making real? Failure. And so you're telling source energy to please work on the idea of failure. Wow. Do you really want to use your power for that? I do not. So now I'm like, okay, what would success do? What would a version of me that already has everything that I want do? And so now you guys are talking about lower numbers now. You're talking about like $3,000 to $5,000 a month, and then you want to get up to $100,000 a month. I'm actually thinking now from billions of dollars. So I'm going, okay, so if I had $1 billion in my value worth right now, what would I do? What decisions would I make? And let me tell you, they don't get easier. These numbers are big now. So you think it's scary to invest $10,000, $12,000? Imagine investing 1.5 million. Like this. It's still, because I'm just on a different frequency. So I'm still making decisions. They're just not $10,000 decisions anymore. They're $1.5 million decisions now. That's the biggest investment we've done so far, 1.5. So I'm stretching. I'm doing this exact same thing with all of you. I'm just sharing it with you. I'm just showing you where you can be in 5 years, where you can think from, and the different decisions you can make. And I'm just giving you relativity now. I'm just showing you that for me to invest 10,000 would be so easy from who I've been today after having invested 10,000 and 300,000 and 1.5 million. So it's truly about operating on a new frequency of vibration. Okay, Janet, love you so much. Have a beautiful Valentine's Day. Beautiful. She's hopping off. She has to go. So I just have to ignore my senses and live from the version of me who has my dream life. Laura, yes. Right? So we know that all creation begins in the mind. Every single thing that we are looking at right now begins in the mind. It begins as an idea, and we must ignore the senses and live from that idea. So think about electricity, right? So light literally allows us to see. And so the person who created light did it in the dark. Wowzers. Guys, like this is this work. You cannot see where you are going. You cannot experience that. You must create it. You must say, I'm going to choose to see what my senses cannot see, and I'm going to create it. Think about all the innovative things that people are literally creating in this life right now. All the advancements in technology, AI software, going to the Mars, like all of these things. People are boldly and daringly creating new things for us every single day to advance us. And yet we're too afraid to start a business. We're too afraid to invest in ourselves. We're too afraid to get onto a dating app to meet somebody. It's because we've been programmed and conditioned to live in fear. We've been made to go small like this. Every single one of you on this call can change the world if you wanted to. You could literally do anything you wanted and become whatever you want and change the world. But you have to choose to believe in something you can't observe, and that's what I'm really good at. I don't live from what I see. I live from what I desire to see. Even relationships with people, I'm like, okay, they're showing me that they're this way, but I actually would rather that they be this way, so I'm going to visualize them this way, and guess what? They start to show up the way I want them to. Literally. Because I'm disregarding my senses. And remember, everything that you perceive with your senses, you're perceiving it through your limitations. So when you start to see the world without limitations, wow. It's powerful. Because now I'm like, oh, I could do this, I could do that, I could do this, I could go here, I could do that. Oh my gosh, the world is my oyster, I can do anything. I've just removed the veil that said, it's too hard, I don't know what to do, I'm afraid, I'm scared. Right? What is your best tip for us to become as Delulu as possible? Oh my gosh, Burka, what a beautiful question. You must want it. You must want it. You must get emotionally involved with it. You must desire it. You must want it, and you must be excited for it. If you're not letting yourself do that, you're still in fear. I desire this new life, this elevated experience for myself so much. I'm so driven. I'm so motivated. I'm so inspired. I'm so lit up. And I can't wait for life to just keep getting better and better and better and better and better. But if I'm too afraid to even ask for it, I'm too afraid to even map it out, I'm too afraid to even desire it, I'm just going to stay where I am. You know the saying, like, I don't want to get my hopes up? No, we are getting our hopes up. We're getting our hopes all the way up to knowing. We're going to get to certainty. The hopes are so high that we're certain it's on its way. And that's where your manifestation will come out. Right? So Susan was actually talking today that she spoke to somebody yesterday, and this person was all in. And it inspired her so much. Susan's on my team, by the way. She spoke to somebody who was ready, who was all in. They were like, yes, that's it. I'm doing it. I'm all in. I'm ready. Let's go. And Susan was like, oh, that was the most inspiring call ever. She lit me up. That's it. That's the energy, right? So when you're living in the delulu so much, you're living in the creation. We only say it's delusion because the world tells us it's not true. But what you make true for you will be true in your reality. So when you're living so far into that delusion that you're ready, you are so lit up, let's go, I'm going to make this happen. Yes. Then you act from that place. You act from the faith, you act from the knowing. And then you've moved now onto a new frequency of vibration. So that person she spoke to last night, that person is going up the frequencies. And the more they solidify the decisions on that frequency, the more they will manifest it and call it into their physical world. But when you go back and you turn your back on it and you say, well, I don't see it, it's not there, you've moved back into fear. You've moved back into worry. So let's stop it, right? Alexa, I am a stay-at-home mom with no income and a partner who doesn't support me. I am so scared that I can't pay those bills. I'm afraid my children will be left behind. Alexa, I'm going to say this with love. That is a very sad story, isn't it? That's not a very empowering story. Okay, I'm using the word story because I want you to see that there is another reality that exists, that you are not choosing to be your story. So what is a more empowering story for Alexa to hold about herself and her experience? What's an empowering version of being a stay-at-home mom with no income and a partner who doesn't support me? I'm scared I can't pay bills. I'm afraid my children will be left behind. It's a choice to see yourself that way. It's a choice to observe your world and your life from that vantage point. You are, in fact, in a partnership where your role is to stay home with the children. So you do have income. The income is coming through his vessel into your household, but 50% of that income is also your income because you are a partnership. So to believe that you have zero income isn't truth. It's just a story. You are compensated for the work you do, which is staying at home with the children and cleaning the house and making the meals and supporting. It's a partnership. And the fear that you're not going to be able to pay the bills, you won't be able to pay the bills. It's a fear. I will never say I'm a single mother. Am I a single woman with children? Yes, but I'm not a single mother. Why would I not say that? Because the story, the connotation in the mind is, as a single mother, things are going to be really hard for me. As a single mother, I have nobody to help me. As a single mother, I'm disempowered in some way. Heck no. I'm a single woman with children who is a rock star, who doesn't need anything else, who is the creator of her own life and reality. So I don't need anybody to support me. That's a story I'm telling about myself. And so just because your experience is that you don't have any income, you're a stay-at-home mom, or you're a single mom, or you've never made money on your own anymore, that doesn't have to be tomorrow. You can decide that you're going to see yourself differently. You're a strong, empowered woman who always takes care of herself. You are an incredible mother who's literally raised children. You can certainly make money. If you can keep a child alive, you can make money. That's hard work. Been there, done that. Well, my girls are 10 and 12, so it's a whole different thing now. It's a whole different experience now. We got some attitude going on, which I love so much. But yeah, so it's all about the story that we're telling. And the sadder the story, the more we are disempowering ourselves. So go within, empower yourself from within to create a new story about who you are, what you do, how you impact the world, etc. Oh, we have a question from YouTube. So let me see. What's the secret sauce to get from need to want? Ooh. Okay, so let's talk about attachment for a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to talk about what we're doing at Diamond Academy. So to be attached to something, to have an attachment, okay? So we see attachment to money like crazy. We see attachment to fertility, having a baby, like crazy. We see attachment to relationships and finding your dream man or your dream woman, like crazy. We see attachment to health and weight loss, like crazy. And so what we are finding is that people get into this place where the life that they live, the situation that they're currently in is not good enough. They're displeased with it, and they want a better elevated experience, and they want it so much that they need it. They are not going to be okay without it. It's very meaningful. It's very, very important. And without the thing that they want, without the thing that they need, life will not be good. So if I don't get the baby, if I don't get the man, if I don't make the money, if I don't get the fit body, life is not good. That is attachment. Okay? So the first step in being detached is to say, I don't need you, but I want you. I don't need you, but I want you. And so some people say, well, but I do need a man, or I do need a woman. I just want you to not need it in the mind, okay? Like, detach in the mind, detach in the feeling of needing it. But I do need the money, I do need to pay a bill. Okay, but you don't have it right now, and that is okay, and you're surviving, and you're making it through, and it always works out for you. So, I don't need you, but I do want you. That's okay. It's okay to want. I just don't want you to need. Need comes from lack. Need is the vibration of not having it. It's the lack of it. So think about those frequencies, 5K, 10K, 20K, 100K. If you need 100K, are you operating on the frequency of 100K? No, absolutely not. You cannot need it. It's okay to want it, but you cannot need it. So how do you go from need to want? I want you to get emotionally involved with the idea, but you must be in gratitude for what you have. So this is why they always say that, like, when you're trying to have a baby, how many times do we hear, I stopped trying and suddenly I got pregnant? Okay, so when you were trying, you were in the need energy. You were actively in the process of forcing and trying to make something happen. There was only certain days of the month, so we better do it. And then we better check the tests. And then we would check the tests, and it would be a negative, and then I would be sad and I would react negatively. So what we were essentially doing is we were forcing it. We were gripping it tightly. We were needing it. Our body is tense. We are not relaxed. We are not in the let. We are not in the surrender. We are in the force. That is resistance. So when you go to the place where I stopped trying, what did you do? You let it go. You no longer grip tightly. You stop trying to force it. Women that were they were the most tense, and they were really experiencing like pain and all this kind of stuff. As soon as they would get their epidural, they would go fully dilated and deliver. Why? Because the body relaxed, which is just the mind that needs to relax, right? So I want you to go from needing to wanting, so being in the gratitude state, but you will not fuse with the frequency in the want either. So by still wanting $100,000 in your life, you don't have 100,000. You're not on the frequency. So what I need you to do is to get to that no state. From need to want to know. Well, need to want to believe to know. So you need it. I'm going to get you up to wanting it. And I teach all of this in Millionaires. Part of the biggest part of Millionaire program is to go from needing something to wanting something to believing that it's possible for you to knowing it is done. Knowing it is your reality. To think from having it. So you will see $100,000 go in your bank account after your mind says it's already done. I don't even have to try. I don't even have to want it anymore. It's already done. And then it will come. Belief precedes manifestation every single time. Yeah. Does it come from the idea that I don't need it because I know it's already mine for a future version of me just collapsing timelines? Yes. I don't like saying future version because future version keeps it into the future. So what I say is like my elevated version. So KCB, the version of me that I show up as every single day, she is no longer sitting here going, oh, how do I be more KCB today? Like, I'm on the KCB timeline, baby. I'm on the frequency. I'm in receivership. Let it all in. Here we go. And then every day I'm just making sure that I'm thinking like her, that I'm feeling like her, that I'm behaving like her every single day. I'm not trying to become a billionaire. I am one in my mind, and I will experience it in the physical 3D form as soon as the universe decides that it's going to be observable. How do you know if you're on the way to becoming your elevated self? What are some signs? It's all how you feel. I want every single one of you to be self-aware and to know how you feel. It's an internal knowing. If you're always looking to the outside world to confirm it, you're not coming from within. It's an internal thing. The outside world is not going to do it. Now, sometimes you guys will look for signs. So you'll be like, oh, give me a sign. And then you'll see the sign, and then you're confirming to yourself. But you don't need the signs. It's all within you. So every day it's like, oh gosh, I'm so her. It's here. There we go. And then acting from the assumption that you are and it is here, right? Now, after you have that inner knowing, you might start to see observable signs, which are signs of land. So you might see 111 all the time. You might see 444 all the time. You might see the heart spirit sign. You might see this or that or the other thing. Like this year, Diamond Academy, 52 million is the frequency of vibration that I'm operating on for Diamond Academy, 52 million. So then I see 52 everywhere. And this year is 2025, and 25 backwards is 52. See how I just created a sign? Right? Let's do 53. Katie wants to do 53. That's her sign. Okay, Katie. Yep. So, right? Like it's all about the internal knowing, and then you look for signs and you create evidence in the 3D world through your mind. The world is not telling you it's true. You're telling you it's true. And the more you convince yourself it's true, the more true it is. Yeah. So what would you say in the mind? I know I'm a millionaire and it's all happening for me. I speak to myself from the identity of. So I'm in joyful expectation. I'm open to receivership. Do you see how I talk? I'm literally saying like I am her in every single moment. This is it. Open to receive, baby. Let it all in. Things like that. But if you're looking for ways to be it, you're not being it. You can't be in both. So love yourself more, be the most empowered version, all those things. But it's an identity. And that identity has a feeling. So there's an identity that matches the vision board. Okay, do we want a couple of updates about what's going on with Diamond Academy and what we have coming up? I might need the team to tell me some of the dates, but let's talk about this. And then I want to talk about Millionaire because I'm getting a lot of questions about it. And then this beautiful bonus that we have where you can maybe meet me. I don't know, maybe. Would you want to come and meet me? I don't know. Would you? I think so. I think I'm pretty phenomenal. And my energy in person, it's very powerful. Very, very strong. Very, very strong. Cause duh. Yep. How long is it? Okay, Laura, I'll answer your question in a minute, but I want to tell you what's going on. First thing, okay, the next thing that we have going on for Diamond Academy is anybody in England? Is anybody in London, England? Is anybody in the UK? So we're coming to the UK. So Deborah, Jesse, and I are coming to London, England. And on March the 4th, we are doing a House of Manifestation meetup. Jesse and Deborah, can you please tell me where and when? Who can tell me on the team? Where are they? There's a graphic. We'll post it. We've already posted it, but we will post it again. But it's March the 4th. Oh, the Tower Hotel in London. The Tower Hotel in London, March the 4th. What time, Deborah? 4 to 6 p.m. England time. Oh, there we go. Jen's posting the graphic about our House of Manifestation meetup. It's totally free to come and meet us. Come and say hello. You can buy your own food and drinks or whatever. We're not going to supply anything. This is just like a impromptu little meetup while we're there. I'm there with my inner circle. So I'm spending the day, dinner, and then the next day with my inner circle. And then I'm doing a House of Manifestation meetup with Deborah and Jesse. And then I'm actually doing a VIP day with one of my one-on-one clients. So I'm spending the entire day with one of my VIP one-on-one clients. So if you ever want to be a VIP client or a one-on-one client, these are the types of things that I do. They spend the entire day with me, which is one of my favorite things to do. So no dress code, Deborah says. So that's the next thing that we're doing is March the 4th in London, England. You can come and say hello. So I will be there with Deborah and I will be there with Jesse. The next thing that I want to share with you is that we have decided on the date for Manifest Toronto. Casey, can you send me a WhatsApp with the confirmed date? There we go. Darcy's saying it. Thank you. So Manifest Toronto is June 6th. It is our live event. Okay, so what that means is it's one day live event where you will come and be with probably about 250 to 300 people. I think that's how many tickets we're going to sell, 250 to 300. I'm going to take you through a beautiful day. This one, I've got a couple little surprises. So you're going to be super, super excited. There will be regular tickets and then there will be a VIP ticket. The VIP ticket, you will have lunch with me. You will have lunch with me. That's the VIP ticket. It is downtown Toronto at Steam Whistle Brewery. Interesting, I don't drink alcohol, but it's just such a vibe. I don't want to, you'll find with me, I don't love to be in like corporate environments. I don't want to be in like a business room. I want to be in like edgier spaces, like I don't know. So Steam Whistle Brewery, Toronto, June 6th. The tickets I think are going to go on sale within the next week. So stay tuned if you want to come to Manifest Toronto. We will have tickets, regular and VIP tickets. And the VIP tickets always sell like this because I've taught everybody to act like a VIP. And so what I have found is that everybody listens to me and they buy the VIP tickets. So we will have the tickets probably within a week or two ready for you to purchase on June the 6th. So I'm so excited to see everyone, meet everyone, hug everyone. I think that'll be really, really exciting. And hopefully Eric will come again too. I'd love to have Eric come to the event as well. And then the next time that you can come and see or meet is going to be in Costa Rica, but that's already sold out, so you can't really. But stay tuned because we're going to do a 2026 retreat. All of my retreats are done in luxurious, hot spaces on the water at the beach. I do it very, very intentionally for a purpose. It's called a retreat because you retreat your life to expand and elevate in a 3 to 4 day period. They are life-changing, the retreats, life-changing. And hence why I did one retreat and it sold out right away because it's so phenomenal. So we have, I think, about 40 people coming to the retreat in Costa Rica in November. So we will have a wait list opening up. So I'm not going to do another retreat in 2025. It will be probably earlier in 2026, and we will have a wait list soon. Did I miss anything, team? Any like in-person events? I think that's it. Watch for any pop-up House of Manifestation events. Jessie apparently is doing like a world tour. And she's going to go around and like meet everybody because she's so passionate about it, which I love. And Jessie's such a beautiful light. So if you can meet her, see, I'm going to Salt Lake City, April 5th, she said. Salt Lake City, Utah, April 5th. So if you want to meet up with Jessie, you can do that then as well. Jessie, come to Texas, they're saying. Jessie's like our traveling manifestation mentor for House of Manifestation. Outreach. Let's call it outreach, Jessie. I love it. She loves it. She loves being in your energy. Like, I think it lights her spirit on fire. She's coming to Austin in the summer. Okay, let's talk about the Millionaire Program and this beautiful bonus that I have. So the Millionaire Program is by far the most transformative program that we have. We have at times upwards of 500-600 people in the Millionaire Program at one time. I think we've had about 700 in the Millionaire Program at one time. It is very, very pivotal and very, very important. It is a life-changing, transformative course. It's a healing journey, and it's a roadmap to reprogramming and rewriting your story. It's all about being connected to spirit, to source, to your oneness, then going in from the higher spiritual perspective and reprogramming the subconscious mind, and then starting to show up in a different way in the body. And embodiment is the crux of this program. The reason why we see so many transformations from this course is because of the focus on embodiment. This isn't about gaining knowledge. If you just want information, you can go to YouTube and you can get all the information that you want, but you want transformation. And in the transformation comes the permanent reprogramming of the subconscious mind, not a temporary raise in vibration. So I want to teach you how to operate on a new frequency of vibration, not just feel good on the one that you're on. See the difference? So the Millionaire Program has been around for a few years. So what you will see when you get in there and you start to watch the back office is that it is a version of me that I was in 2021, fall of 2021. And so you get to see literally what I did to become the woman that I am today. And you get to see how she used to be back then versus how I am today. It's actually so beautiful to be able to see it. And I won't be re-recording it because I think the way it was recorded and the vibration that I was in the version of me that I was at that day is so important for you to learn from. And then you get the live teachings from me and who I am today right now. So then you get to see the difference between that version of me and this version of me today. It looks like two different people completely. When people send me like pictures of them watching the Millionaire Program, I am like, whoo, baby, she's a whole different lady. Like, who is that? I feel like I'm aging backwards. I'm becoming young again, which is so good. But that's just evidence of this work. So the Millionaire Program is an entire course. It's an entire workbook, but then it's also weekly calls, live teachings from me, where I go really, really in depth into a lot of these concepts. And then we have embodiment sessions with the team. Is there any men on the call today? Any men on the call today that haven't taken Millionaire yet? I can see Trevor on here. Beautiful. Who else is on here? Can I see any other men? Oh, we have a lot of people without their cameras on. Come on, I want to see your faces. Steven's on here, but he's in Modern Mentor. So anyways, we have men's embodiment sessions now. So our embodiment sessions, we have an entire curriculum, and then now we have the men's curriculum. Oh, Mendez is here, but he's already in Millionaire and he's already on those calls. He's already rising and thriving. And he's such a beautiful, beautiful light. If you haven't met Mendez, please go and say hello. So the embodiment sessions are 5 days a week, I believe. And different times so that it accommodates most people in most different time zones. And members of my team run the embodiment sessions, and they're all about group work and they're all about embodiment. So this is where we talk about how can we think differently? How can we show up differently? How can we have a different dominant feeling every day? How can we embody new identity, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So the Millionaire Program is focused upon embodiment. Right now, we have a beautiful opportunity for you to enroll in the Millionaire Program that has 2 bonuses, 2 additional things in the program that normally aren't included that I've now included just for this offer. So just for this enrollment period. So what we do is we have people all enroll together at one time so that they create that energy comes in at once, and then you get you find yourself an accountability partner, you start coming on the calls. And so we're going to open enrollment today for the Millionaire Program. We had somebody yesterday literally sign up for the program right from the social media, maybe from this live event, and went and purchased the program and didn't even talk to anybody. They just knew this is what we're doing. They don't even know what the bonus offers are. They don't even know what else is included. They were just like, that's it, I'm signing up. I don't need to know anymore. I don't need to hear anymore. That is someone operating from a new frequency of vibration. That is somebody that trusted themselves. That was somebody that let fear go, that allowed themselves to just step right into that new version. So you can do that. It's okay to do that. I have signed up for programs without speaking to anybody. I've made the decision without having to talk to a soul. But if you do need to, that's okay too. No judgment. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you should do that you should be okay to never to have to talk to someone. I think it's important that you do what you need to do for you, what's important for you. So if you do want to chat with the team, you can do that too. My team is always here. They're here to guide you about which option is your best option. My team is not here to force you to do anything. They're not here to make you do anything that you do not want to do. What they're here to do is to guide you towards the best option. They're here to guide you towards the next frequency of vibration. They're here to show you that the decision you're making right now is a fear-based decision and it's an illusion and none of it is real. They're going to show you what you can't see. That's why I always have coaches and I always have mentors, because there are things that I cannot see. My ego is hiding them. Right? And so I always move myself into that energy. So if you do want to speak to a member of a team, you can absolutely do that too. You do not have to, you don't have to just go in and enroll without speaking to anybody. But if you already know, you don't have to do the call if you don't want to. There are people that purchase all the time that just sign up for it. And so you can do that too. It can be an easy decision. It can be a hard decision. That's entirely up to you. The other piece I wanted to say is what I always do is on the day of enrollment, the first day of enrollment, I like to have a special bonus just for those that enroll today. So the person who enrolled yesterday, yes, you will get it. But I like to have a special bonus for the people that enroll today. So today is Valentine's Day, and what better act of self-love than investing in yourself, into your millionaire self, into your millionaire life, and becoming the next iteration of you. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful act. It's Crystal's birthday tomorrow. So what a beautiful birthday present than to make the decision to grow, to ascend, and to be in our energy. So there is an opportunity then for anyone that enrolls today in the Millionaire Program that you will get this bonus, and the bonus includes an opportunity to meet me. So you will be able to come. It's far more than just meeting me. I don't want to say anymore, but it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. It's only for those that sign up today, and there is only 18 spots. There's no more spots than 18. So we've had 17 people sign up for Millionaire within 30 minutes before. So it's been like this before. So don't delay. Make your decision, act now. If you have a desire to take the Millionaire Program and you've had a desire to meet me, you'll also meet Deborah and Jen Underwood, then I would make the decision to enroll in the Millionaire Program. Don't even think twice. Get your butt in it. Let's go and let's move. Let's up level. If you are still feeling some uncertainty, some fear, some worry, some doubt, I would suggest that you chat with the team. The team will help you to see where you're at. They'll help you to see what you can do, what decisions you can make, what you can do next, to be able to support you on the journey. This is what we do. We always help people to go for that next level version. When am I coming to Italy? Not this year. I won't be in Italy this year. Okay, let me just see if there's any other questions. Someone had asked about Millionaire. It is 6 months. So it is one thing to take a 2-day program and to temporarily rise in your frequency of vibration. But then what happens is life happens and you just go back to being who you've always been. So the Millionaire Program, the reason why I made it 6 months is because I find a full 6 months spent studying you, with you, changes everything. It's not just about a couple of days. This is about a commitment to yourself for 6 months. And let me tell you, it'll be the best 6 months you've ever had in your life. There's people on here that continue to come years later, 4 years ago, 5 years ago, still staying in this energy because we're the light that keeps you. It's kind of like that star that you just kind of follow. It keeps people going. It keeps people moving. You don't need us. You want us. That is a very, very different energy, right? Talking to Jessie before joining Modern Mentor was transformational for me. I felt so seen, heard, and supported to make the best decision for me. Oh, Shannon, that's beautiful. Oh, way to go, Jessie. My team is so lovely. My team is so lovely. Okay, any other questions about the Millionaire Program? Who's ready to join in? Who's ready to join in for Millionaire? You're in. Is there a way to extend my current Millionaire Program? Oh, Karen, you can extend at any time. We have a beautiful extension offer right now too. I think there's only 1 spot left, Karen, for extension. So chat with the team. The Millionaire Program, do I know the prices? Do I know the cost of the Millionaire Program today? That is the question. I know that the extension is $3,000, Karen. And there's 1 spot left for May the 2nd in Toronto for Millionaire Day. So if you want to come. Okay, is it possible to pay monthly? Okay, let me talk about this. So there is a pay in full option where you can pay in full for the program. And when you pay in full, you get a guided visualization bundle. We also have an in-house payment plan. So this means that you are signing up for the course to pay in full over 6 months. So this isn't like I'm going to start it and stop 60 days later. No. You're signing up for the Millionaire Program. You're committing to the 6 months and you're going to pay it over the 6 months. So there's a deposit and then monthly payments. Okay. And the accounting department will help you with all of that and automatic payments will come out. There's also a third-party funder that we've connected to that we can set you up with. You apply through them. We don't apply for you. You apply through them. They know all of your information. We don't. And when you get funded, you're getting funded for our course. So they will pay you the full amount of the course, which you will then transfer over to us to purchase the program. And then you pay them back over 3 to 5 years. So it's like financing a car, but you're financing a program. Financing a car, is that going to pay you back over your lifetime? The car might die before the payment plan ends. With the Millionaire Program, pay you back for the rest of your life. How do you apply for that? Reach out to the team, please. So if you need to talk to the team and you haven't heard from them, there's a form you can fill out that I will put right here in the chat, the team's putting it in the chat, where you request a call. You can also just say, I want to speak to somebody, and we'll find you. Put your email in the chat, we'll find you. But they can help you apply. How do I get in touch with a third party, Lorinda? We will message you about that. Where's the link? Let's put the link to sign up for Millionaire too. We have a beautiful Millionaire landing page with tons and tons of information. The intellectual mind is going to want to know all the info, but you already know. Like, you already know if you feel the pull towards being in our energy, learning from me. I would essentially be your mentor for the 6 months. That's how it would work. I'm not going to coach you on one-on-one calls because you don't need that. But I will be your mentor for the 6 months. The course will guide you. Oh, who's calling me? I'm getting a phone call. I will guide you through the program, through the live teachings. The team will help you with the embodiment of it. Yes. The visualization. Oh, Jenna got the visualization bundle for the pay in full. So good, right? We recorded those professionally. Those are really, really beautiful. What if I've already done TIR? This is a beautiful elevation to TIR. That program is primarily mindset. And so what I find with the Millionaire Program is I'm going to take you a little bit more into the metaphysics. I'm going to take you a little bit more into the feminine, and I'm going to take you a lot more into spirit. I'm going to take you a lot more up into that. So if you have taken TIR, I would absolutely say Millionaire would be that next diversion for you, unless you want to go higher. So if you want to go up even more and you want to go into my inner circle, you could do that too, which is meeting with me on a bi-weekly basis as a small group and then meeting me in person. We do our inner circle days. So you could do that too, depending on your investment capacity. Yeah. I'm getting text messages from people saying, I want that last spot. Save it for me. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. I love it so much. Okay. Is there anything else I missed? It's 6 months for the Millionaire Program. Okay. So the Millionaire Program is 6 months, but right now for this enrollment period, you get a year in our community. So there's 2 bonuses right now. You get a year in the community and you get my Wealth from Within program included. So I have a money course. I have an 8-week money course, life-changing program, absolutely life-changing program. 8 weeks. I teach it live. I'm starting to teach it in March, and you get it included with the Millionaire Program. Modern Mentor is specifically for coaches, mentors, and consultants. So if you are a light worker, a spirit worker, an energy healer, a coach, a teacher, a health coach, a consultant, Modern Mentor is manifestation meets business. So it is a healing journey, an identity up-level journey, and business. So Modern Mentor we will talk about sales. We will talk about your offer. We will talk about business planning. Millionaire is for anyone. It is an internal transformation. Millionaire is all about you, all about inside. It's not about a coaching business. It's about whatever business. We have real estate agents, investors, people who own marketing firms, people that own and run spas. We have doctors and lawyers, teachers, nurses, entrepreneurs. The Millionaire Program is for everyone and everyone. It's a way of being. Alexa just joined Millionaire. Of course she did. Yes, girl. I love this energy when you make a decision like that. So she's going to meet me. I can't wait to meet you. Join Millionaire. It's life-changing. Oh, Gail, it's so good to see you. So good to see you, Gail. Where can I sign up for Modern Mentor? Coach Nicole. Modern Mentor is available as well right now if you want to sign up for it. Let's put the link in the chat here from Modern Mentor as well. I think we actually have a landing page that has all of our current offers. So right now, the Millionaire program is available with a special offer. So Millionaire, you get 1 year and you get Wealth from Within. Anybody that signs up today will get this special, Coach Nicole, if you sign up for Modern Mentor today, I'll include you. How about that? In the special bonus for today, if you sign up today. Why am I giving you an opportunity to do something today for a bonus? Why would I do that? What's the reason? I want you to take action. I want you to take action from an inspired place. It creates. Because right now, listening to me, hearing what I'm saying, being in this combined energy, it's elevated you up. It's brought you up the frequencies. And so now I want you to make a decision today from this energy because it creates. It literally creates. Yeah. Just like Alexa took action and said she could not look, she did it. Do the commitment. Yeah. And all these people that are on here that are telling you do it, it's the best program they ever took, I'm not paying them to say that. These are people in our community, in our energy, that have taken this program, that it's changed their life. And yes, there are people that make considerable amounts of money. We heard from from Mary yesterday, who manifested all kinds of money. Amazing. But did you also hear about the self-love and the empowerment and the action and how much happier she is and how more incredible her life is? Completely different. People have manifested complete transformations in their lives. Judy, best-selling author over there. Now she's singing in front of people. Very, very powerful. Very, very powerful. So whatever it is that you want for your life, we're here to help you get it. Whether that's money, whether that's love, whether that's health, whether that's peace, whatever you want, we're here to help you. I didn't have the money up front. As soon as I joined, I received a raise for the amount of the course. I can't make this up, you guys. This keeps happening over and over and over again. Yeah. Or showing up on the screen, anything is possible. Yeah. We've had some beautiful, beautiful souls that before the Millionaire program didn't even want to leave their house. And now they're leaving their houses and they're showing up on Zooms and they've made incredible friendships. Come to Toronto and meet me and see me. It was so beautiful. I've got to meet so many beautiful souls that have come through our programs. And I'm so grateful that a course that I created that came through me has impacted people. And it's just an example of you have to step into the version of you that you've never experienced before, but you know is there. And you have to believe in that version and you have to say yes to that version and choose that version. And then that version goes out and impacts other people like this. Right? And so like, if I didn't do that, if I stayed in fear, if I was too worried, if I didn't think I was good enough, I would have never created this course. I would have never come out of my shell. I would have never invested in myself. I would have never said, I'm going to do this and I'm going to create this and I'm going to come on here and I'm going to help these people. So I had to become her. I had to choose to become her. And yeah, it can be uncomfortable, but you'll never go back. Trust me when I say that, you will never, ever go back. You will never go back. How do you sign up without having the money? That is interesting. Remember what I said about money. It's not ownership. Nobody owns it. Money is circulating all around. Is there money out there for you to take a course or a program? Yes. Even if it's not in your bank account, it's out there. It's available to you. So now what we're doing is we're creating demand in the mind to saying, I'd like that money to come to me so that I can do this. And when you make the decision and you sign up, you're saying, yes, this is for me. Yes, universe, I trust that it's on its way. Yes, God, I know you're going to deliver. And you make the decision and then the money comes. And we hear this over and over and over again. The course cost me this much and then boom, I get a lump sum tax refund for this much, or I get a pay raise for this much, or I sign up a new client for the exact amount. I couldn't get clients for months. I sign up for the Millionaire program. Suddenly I close 2 clients and I double my money. My investments go up. It happens all the time because what I taught you is real and true. It's not just an idea. It's not fictitious. It's real. When you operate on the frequency of vibration, it flows to you. So it could be credit card, it could be borrowing from a friend, it could be selling other things. We must get creative. If I want this bad enough, I will figure out a way to get it. That is exactly how I work with everything in my life. So if my car were to break down tomorrow, if your car were to break down tomorrow, what would you do? You use it every day to get to and from your job. You use it every single day to go get groceries, to take your kids to school. What would you do? You'd figure it out. You'd figure out how to get a car. It's the exact same thing. Except the car's not going to make you money. This one will. Millionaire will. And we're cheaper than a car. Especially my car. And I'm thinking about another car, California car. Okay, where is the link? Okay, did I answer all the questions about this? Do everyone just get the money as soon as they sign up? I know that is possible. I mean, what can one do? So it doesn't happen with everyone. Not every single person that signs up then has the money come back to them immediately. Because every single person is individual. Every single person has a different consciousness, different belief systems. The more light you are, the more joyful expectation you are, the more you believe it's going to come back, the more it will. So it just depends on how much you're willing to believe and the energy that you're in the decision. So when you make the decision to sign up for a course or program with me, I want you to decide that it's changing your life. Like, this is the day that I decided to change my life. Write it down on a piece of paper. That's it. That's exactly what I did. When I took my first personal growth and development course, I was like, today's the day. And I wrote it down, and it became the outcome that I got from it. But if you sign up and you're like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work for me, I hope so. No. You're deciding the outcome when you sign up. You're deciding the outcome when you sign up. You're choosing it. Do you show us how to believe? Oh, that's what I'm so good at, Ruth. Oh, man. I always say that I will hold the belief in you until you hold that belief in yourself. So you can borrow my belief until you grow it in yourself. So absolutely will we teach you how to believe. Oh yeah, baby. And what's so beautiful, we have had in the past 2 weeks, we have had probably the most amount of people extend their millionaire community time in one shot. We had like 19 people, well, I guess it's actually 24 people now, extend their millionaire community in like 1 week time. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? For people to extend their community time here, it means that when they signed up, oh my sister just walked in with like bouquets of flowers. Not one, two. Oh, I don't know who they're from. Hilarious. Okay, anyways, so when you sign up for a program and then you complete the program and then you want to extend, what have I taught you about your belief in yourself? What have I taught you about what's next for you in your life? What level of empowerment do you have within yourself, right? I want every single one of you to know how important you are, how valuable you are. I want every single one of you to know that you make a difference in this world. You make a difference to everyone around you in your life, and then they make a difference because of your difference, and then they make a difference because of your difference. And the ripple effect that you're going to achieve, that you're going to experience from you choosing you is going to change people's lives. I get so emotional when I listen to the intro video. I have to hold it back before I come on, because Kathleen, that first decided to become this version of her, she wasn't who I am now, right? So today, I am so empowered. I love myself so much that I'm like, of course I'm going to choose myself. Like, I'm amazing. I'm incredible. But that version of me that started this didn't have that. That version of me was in the wobble. She was like, oh, I don't know if I'm worth it. I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know if I can do this. I'm not sure. And choosing myself was the way to make me sure. Right? And so I just want you to all know that you're not alone, that you're here with us. We're not going anywhere. We are like a solid stake in the ground. We are here to help you to be your best. We are not going to let you waver. We're not going to let you be your limited self. We're always going to call you out and say no. And we do it with love. We do it with absolute love. But we will show you that you're thinking from limitation. This is not the best version of you. You're in your ego right now. You're in fear right now. That's not real and true. We're going to be that focal point to show you that you're actually seeing yourself in a limited way when you don't have to. When you don't have to. And then what's going to happen, and we heard Mary say this yesterday, what's going to happen is people are going to go, wow, you've changed. Wow, you're really happy. Wow, you're really inspiring me. Wow, you're really making a difference in my life. Wow, I love hanging out with you and spending time with you, right? Katie wants me to play a certain song. Do you want to play the whole thing, Katie, or you just want to play like a couple minutes of it? Katie, you let me know. Which Katie is this that's telling me to play this? Is this Katie on my team? Katie Ezek, is it you? No, it's not you. Oh, okay, I think okay, well, maybe you guys can listen to it. I have another song planned for today. But Katie wants us to play Got Money by Lil Wayne. So if you want to listen to that on your own after, you can go and listen. She keeps telling me, play Got Money by Lil Wayne. I thought it was you, Katie Ezek. Oh, is this Katie Cause? Is that how I say your last name, beautiful? I hope so. You came and met us in Florida, I think. Okay, anyways, any last minute questions about this? I do also just want to say, so anybody that enrolls in the Millionaire Program today, you'll come and meet me. You're going to have a chance. There's only 18 spots. I know Alexa has signed up for Millionaire, so now we're down to 17. I think there's another sign up, so now we're going to be down to 16. So people are enrolling right now, so don't delay. Get yourself in. And anybody who signs up for Modern Mentor today, will include you too. I don't want to not include you. So if you sign up for Millionaire today, we'll include you. Oh, Lisa signed up too. Okay, we're getting down to 15. So you're watching it literally in real time go down. So please don't wait. And then there's the one spot left for extending. So if somebody does want to extend, Karen, if you want to extend, and then somebody else messaged me, Maria Kramer messaged me, she wants to extend. Oh, Karen did. Oh, okay. Maria, let's get you in there today then. Okay. Don't blink. Literally, this is our life now, where we launch things and they sell out every time. It's an expectation, right? It's an expectation. Anyways, so if you need support today, we are here all day long. Just reach out to the team, make the decision before the end of the day. For anyone that really does not have the capacity for Millionaire, okay? If you really do not, it is not in your physical world, you can't see a way to do it, it's a hard decision, but there's no absolute way, there's other options. Please talk to the team. I just want you to grow. And there's always a way for you to grow. We always have different options. We always have different opportunities based on your investment capacity. House of Manifestation specifically is a beautiful place to start. It's only $197 a month. It's a beautiful way to start and get into our community. And we will help you get up to the Millionaire Program level. Trust us. We have a beautiful ascension journey where we do help you to get up there. So reach out to the team, chat with them. If you have questions about the course, if you need to apply for the funding, reach out to the team. You can always email info@diamondacademy.ca, and you can always send a DM on Instagram as well. Shauna and I are on Instagram. Shauna leaves some messages for me, but she also responds to some messages there as well. Shauna and Jen are sisters on my team that work together as a team in Calgary, Alberta, and they are so beautiful. And I think that they're manifesting like a third sister to come and join the team. So when I say that we are a family over here, I literally mean that we are a family over here. So I just want to say congratulations to everyone that is joining the Diamond Academy family, that's deciding to go on this journey with us. I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to trust yourself. You don't have to know how it's going to happen, how it's going to come together. That is not up to us. What is up to us is to show up every single day as our elevated version, to show up as the best of yourself, and to choose to believe that things are possible for you, even if the outside world tells you otherwise. So no matter what the world tells me, no matter how many no's I get, and trust me, I still get some no's. So no matter how many no's I get, I'm just like, oh, disregard, because I know the truth. The truth is that it always works out in the way that I desire, because I am literally living out what I am called to do through spirit. I am literally doing what I am asked to do in the way that I'm asked to do it. Every course that comes through, every program, every day, every meetup, everything that we do comes from source, and it comes through us. And so we do what we are meant to do, and we serve in the way that we are meant to serve. And I will always do it with authenticity. I will always do it with integrity, and I will always do it with love. So I'm sending everybody so much love. We were going to end with a song. Yesterday, I hopped off. I felt like I was missing something. Did you notice that? At the end of the day, yesterday, I was like, I feel like I'm missing something, team. Like, what am I supposed to be doing next? And then I just hopped off, didn't even do the call, didn't even do the song that we always do at the end. And I didn't even realize it until like the end of the day. I messaged Ed and Casey and I went, oh, I forgot the call. I forgot to do the song. Anyway, so we have a song. I chose this song because it's Valentine's Day today, because it's love. What would love do? And my new signature on my posts and when I sign my books, I always write only love KCB. And so this song that we're going to do together right now is called Only Love by Katy Perry. It is so beautiful. Listen to the words. It's very, very powerful. And if you need us today, do not hesitate. Choose yourself. We will see you on the calls. I'm so excited. So tomorrow, for everybody signing up for Millionaire, we're going to go deeper into the frequency and how to maintain that frequency. Well, I'll go more in depth, and I'll have the right whiteboard to do it because it's my Zoom. So we will be good. And I'm just so grateful. I just want to say I'm grateful for not tomorrow, Wednesday, next week. Tomorrow, Saturday. I won't be on here. Sorry, June. Don't want to confuse you. On Wednesday of this week for the Millionaire call. We'll talk about that. Tomorrow I'm not going to be doing any work. Where do we sign up? Let's put the link again for Guinea. Oh, I love that, Guinea. Thank you all. Thank you for giving me your time. Thank you for giving me your light. You are important. You are valuable. Your energy contributed to this beautiful energy that was these past 2 days. Because you were here, it was better. So I thank you for being here. I thank you for loving on me. I love you all so much, truly. Absolutely love every single version of you. And when you understand that we are all one, the more love you give others, the more love you are giving yourself. So thank you so much. Let's